Hi everyone, welcome to another Scratch video update. This is episode 7. I'm Rick Rose, also known as Rick Rose on Scratch.
And I'm Eric, also known as Speak Visually on Scratch.
So we had a pretty eventful weekend. It was 2 events.
Yes.
Scratch Day and Mother's Day. And so we thought for our Love It
section,
we would feature something about both.
Cool. So we featured a Scratch Day studio on the website, and there's a bunch of really cool Scratch Day themed projects. And one of them that sort of stood out to me was Crazy Nimbus's project. It was a Scratch Day dress-up project, and when you put the clothes on the character, some of the shirts had like really cool facts about Scratch, like when it was launched and some other things about the community. So I really liked that. And also, _grits created this sort of like community remixing project where you had a little character, it was a little 8-bit character, and then you used the paint editor to put a costume on it. And the idea is he's going to put in all of the characters into one big project, so it's going to be a massive Scratch Day celebration. There's actually over 200 remixes, so I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but look forward to it.
It's going to be a lot of work for So for Mother's Day, it was really wonderful to see all the different projects around the community for moms. For example, people made cards, some people wrote poems, others made slideshows about things that they really liked about their mom. There was one project that made like a hug sender, so like you waited for the hug to send and then it got sent with a little heart.
So adorable. So adorable.
So that brings us to things to
try. You almost hit me in the face.
It's so big.
So things to try. We were thinking about like what should we talk about today in this update, and I noticed the remix row has a lot of cool things to try always.
Yeah.
So if you go to the bottom of the homepage, you'll see, I think it's the second from the bottom, it says what the community is remixing. And you'll always find sort of what coloring contests are really popular,
or like
challenges, and there's just a lot going on all the time in the remix row, so definitely check that out.
Yeah, and speaking of remixing, there's a featured gallery called the Media Library that has a remixing spirit, and Scratchers have been creating different projects where you can take the sprites or the music and reuse it in your project. And one way that you could do that is by using the backpack, which is in the editor, and you can drag things on. It's on the very bottom of the editor. When you click on the backpack, you can drag different sprites and music.
Put it in there, and then you can open that up in another project.
Yeah,
super cool.
And people have created cool sprites, like it was like a 16-bit version of the Gobo Friends. Some polygon art. It's pretty cool. You should check it out. And
the Media Library.
The Media Library.
Feature Studio Media Library. A lot of cool stuff.
A lot of cool stuff. And you should also create some people for like sprites and music for people to reuse too.
Definitely. Cool. And then we have our message from the Scratch team. And so, as a lot of you know, when was Scratch Day?
May 9th.
May 9th. How could I forget that? May 9th, so it just happened, was Scratch Day, and people all around the world celebrated Scratch. We celebrated here at MIT, and we wanted to share with you just some photos and some stories of Scratch Days that happened all around the world. And so I guess we'll start here. We had a Scratch Day celebration actually upstairs, 2 floors.
2 floors up.
There were some people from the Scratch community there. It was a lot of fun. We had about 300 people, a lot of activities. Rick Rose and I were on stage, which is kind of cool.
It's like a live Rick Rose and Eric Scratch show.
Video update. Yeah, and then you had some other cool stories too.
Yeah, there was Indonesia had their first Scratch Day, which is really awesome.
There was one in Rwanda, in Africa. That was really cool to see.
Yeah, we saw their photos right before our Scratch Day.
Yes, because they started right before us, yep.
And also there was one in Tokyo, and something that was really cool is that they had a person dress up as the Scratch Cat.
It's amazing. That is so cute.
One of us should do that next year.
We totally should.
We could wave a really large green flag.
Very cool. Well, I don't think we're going to top that photo, so maybe we should just wrap up the update right now.
All right.
Okay. Well, we'll see you next month.
Yep. Mid-month.
Mid-month next month. All right.
Scratch
Bye.
on.